of 4 from the floor. Gobert screens. Conley explores the paint, missing the floater. Valanciunas tips the rebound, but it ends up with Conley, and an open 3 for Donovan Mitchell that he drains.
You got Mike Conley to miss another floating right-hand shot, what the Grizzlies would like. But we talk about completing the play. Lost the last 2 games because they weren't able to keep a team off the offensive glass.
That's how they ended up losing the Clipper game, and Royce O'Neal fronting Valanciunas. Gets all the way to the front of the rim and then followed in by Gobert. And the Grizzlies take a quick timeout. It's the third quarter.
It's just like, you know, those times where you tell your kid, you have a kid and they do something nice, they do something well, and you pat them on the back and say, oh, you've done a good job. It's almost like oh, well, I don't have to do it anymore. I'll just let myself off the hook.
Yeah, 15-point lead can go away quickly. Dylan Brooks slicing inside. Donovan Mitchell defending, and it's out of.
Did not allow Ja to see Valanciunas wide open on the initial of that play. His hands in length forced the play to move to a second option.
Conley around the Gobert screen. Mitchell, a double clutch 3, put in another one. Donovan Mitchell on the boil, 3 of 5 from downtown. He's got 16 to lead all scorers, and it's a 7-point game. 8 straight by Utah.
Something tells me that there was a hostile conversation that went on in the Utah Jazz locker room, and they have come out with a different focus here in this third quarter.
It might have even been more purple than those uniforms.
That's the contest that you see from Rudy Gobert right there.
And then Gobert spikes it back on the reload by Valanciunas. Conley lobbing, Gobert finishing.
Different team, partner. You can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their movements on the defensive side of the basketball, and then offensively, the quickness at which they are executing right now.
Now, if you're the Grizzlies, can you match? Can you end this run and respond with one of your own? That has been a struggle at times for this young team. Brooks through the lane, off the glass, and the rebound Gobert. Conley, pull up 3. And Valanciunas with a rebound. Conley took it away.
He immediately knew he wasn't making that one and ran in for it.
Mitchell calling for it. His 3 off the iron and flying in. Royce O'Neal. And not happy on this road trip. They have lost the first 2 games on this road trip. And it is a 5-game road trip that will take them to Philadelphia and Toronto as well. They've already lost at Milwaukee and at Indiana. And they are trying to get things right here. And the third quarter has gotten off to a very good start for the visitors. Morant with the floater off the heel. Valanciunas taps, but the rebound to Royce O'Neal.
We always talk about with this young Grizzlies team, when their opponent turns up the defensive intensity, can they match it? And right now, the Grizzlies not doing a good job of dealing with it.
Mitchell elevates. And Gobert
attacks defensive plays. On the offensive end, attacks the offensive glass, doing a good job here to start.
Conley misses another one. He is 0 for 7 from the floor. Does have 5 boards and 4 assists. Valanciunas against Gobert, goes at his chest, spins away, flips it up and in. Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, in the half court, use the big fella, man. Even though, yes, Gobert is a great shot blocker, but one-on-one, Valanciunas can use his size to negate some of that shot blocking.
Valanciunas a double-double, 12 and 11, his 11th double-double of the season. Bogdanovich and 1. He's averaging 18 a game, and it's even better this year. 21.5 for Bogdanovich on average. He's got 10 tonight. And the Jazz within 2 after the Grizzlies had a 15-point lead at halftime.
They had them frustrated in that first half, but now this Jazz team settling in.
Morant missing the 3. Bogdanovich the rebound. Attire the lead with a long one for the Jazz. Gobert screens. Conley a 3 for the lead. It's in. And Utah has come all the way back. 15 down.
Also, see if they use Jaren Jackson Jr. against Bogdanovich going towards the rim at some point in time. As Valentine gets it to
inside. Rebounding's been a struggle, but he had a big night the other night. His veteran presence and veteran physicality teaches the young guys a lot. He's 30-16 against the Clippers, third Grizzly player in history with 30 points, 15 boards.
So instead of being in help position, you're trying to get in help position, and that's when you get caught.
Playing defense with your hands instead of your feet.
Yes, sir.
Third foul on Ja Morant. Bogdanovich guards Morant. Valanciunas inside the dotted line, too strong. And the rebound to Gobert. Bogdanovich posting up against Morant, defensive reset.
Focus solely in on rebounding the ball, being a disturbance on that end.
Bogdanovich with the fadeaway. Well, the 2 games against Utah, he is 6 for 23 combined. So he has really been bothered by the Utah defense.
When you think about it, it's not even with another true big that they are defending him with.
Valanciunas had the offensive rebound and then got hit from growing pains at the moment. I mean, they won 8 of their first 11, but since then they have lost 4 of 7.